Hello, welcome to this little track guide from Suzuka. So for Rich and anybody else who watches this, I hope this is of some use, but I'm just going to do a couple of laps and just point out, you know, the basic reference points and the lines and stuff. So we'll do a slow lap first. The thing about this track is it's all about just being smooth. You don't need to overdrive around this track. It's such a fast and flowing track. You just need to be, you know, if you're as smooth as possible, you will be quicker. So I'll just start with this corner here, turn one. This first corner in this car is easy flat. You can take this easy flat no problem, but you don't want to be taking it easy flat because you'll notice there's another right-hander coming up shortly afterwards, and if you go full through here on the throttle, you won't stop in time for turn two. So you can kind of go into this flat out if you want, and then kind of brake about here, start braking about here while you're turning. But what I intend to do, which I find, you know, a little bit easier, is just to have a slight lift on the way in. So you'll be approaching this in 6th gear, and I like to have a little lift on the way in about now. So you just lift off the throttle, let it coast in, and then when the curb ends, you just hit the brakes. Straighten the wheel up and let it drift all the way out to the left. You don't want to end up there because that will just cause you to spin. But you want to be about here in 3rd gear and then start to turn in and hug this apex. About here you want to be on the throttle as early as you can. It's all about the momentum out the corner. And then up to 4th gear. Through here I just have a slight lift. You just want to have a slight lift to keep it to the left because you've got a right coming up. Then I just tend to have a dab on the brakes, not hard on the brakes, but dab on the brakes, keep it in 4th and let it keep the momentum going through the corner. The same through here, a slight dab on the brakes or a lift, and just in 4th gear, let the car hug the apex. Here again, a little light touch on the brakes. You definitely need to have a little brake through here, not hard on the brakes though. Down to 3rd, and then about here you're on the power. Now this is quite a tricky corner, but it is easy flat. So I'm tend to be on full on the gas through here, except for towards the end of the stints when the tyres start to wear. You want to just be slightly feathering the throttle because it will, particularly with this setup that I'm running, the rear will step out. So be wary of that, but you definitely don't want to be touching the grass there, and you definitely don't want to be running out too wide here, because either, speaking from experience, you will spin. So I'll show that all more next time we come round, but yeah, essentially it's an easy flat corner if you get it right. Keep it to the left through here. Now this corner is a particularly tricky one. It is possible to take this flat out, believe it or not. I don't tend not to. I prefer to have a slight dab on the brakes or a slight lift. You'll be in 5th gear when you approach it, and I just tend to take it in 5th. What you definitely don't want to be doing is be full on the brakes, because if you full on the brakes through here, if someone's behind you, they're going to hit the back of you. So you just want a slight lift or a little gentle, like 25% on the brakes. That's all you need. And a very early turn in. Try and aim for the grass if you can. Just try and cut this as much as you can. And then as soon as the car gets to the right and straight, then you just slam on the brakes as hard as you can, all the way down to 2nd gear. Quite a late turn in, and then it's all about the exit, all about exit speed, getting your power as early as possible. And now here, where I'm braking for this corner is where this guy here is. This guy has never moved in all the practice laps I've done, so he's my reference point. So I'm braking as soon as I get to this guy, hard on the brakes and down to 1st for the hairpin. beware here of dive bombing. I'd really advise against it, to be honest. People diving down the inside here, it usually ends in contact. But yeah, you want to be down to first gear, about here turning in. You want a wide angle, it's a hairpin. Really get the steering lock on as well. And then about here, on the power, short shift up to second to minimise the wheel spin, and off you go. Easy flat all the way through here, and I'm just looking for the 50 metre board. That's where I'm braking. What, down one gear to fourth, and then you are where are we turning in? Probably about where this green AstroTurf starts, to be honest. In fourth gear, you can be still quite hard on the throttle through here and accelerate, drift it out to the right hand side. Don't get it out there because again you'll spin. And where this curb ends, down one gear to third, and then start turning in. And then up here again, it's all about the exit speed for the long straight. Coming up to 130R, which is easy flat. This corner is easy flat, regardless of your tyres. You can even be easy flat here if you've got someone on your right hand side. I mean, I'd advise against going too wide through here, but if you do find yourself on the left hand side, you can still take this flat and stay to the left. Slight lift maybe, but you can still keep it tight to the left. But it's easy flat. And now again, be wary of dive bombs into here. Again, it's just going to end in contact. 100 metre board is the latest you should be braking into here, no later than this. So you'll be flat out by this point. You get down the gears, try and keep it over to the left. Notice the grass is coming across, so you don't want to catch that grass. Down to first gear, turn in. I then took up to second now, and then just cut this as much as possible on the gas, and then easy flat across the line. So we're going to do a flying lap now to put everything I've said into practice. So slight lift into turn one, and then brake down to third to turn two. So here we go, brake, and as you can see I've completely got that wrong. So easy to do. Right, up to fourth, slight lift, dab on the brakes, fourth, keep it in fourth, again slight lift, keep it in fourth, lift, down to third, full on the gas. So again, through here, slight dab, the brakes, straighten it up, down to second gear, on the power, nice and early. Looking for this guy on the right hand side, brake down to first, late turning, early on the power, up to second. Looking to the 50 metre board on the right hand side, brake, carry it in fourth, where the curb ends down to third, and on the power nice and early. Easy flat at the end of the straight, so just keep your foot flat to the floor, look to the 100 metre board. Just as you're getting there, hard on the brakes, down to first, up to second, and then nice and early on the power. Right, let's show a better example. That wasn't a master lap. So again, just a slight lift into turn one, and hard on the brakes, down to third, that's a bit better. Keep it tight, on the power early. Slight lift, stay in fourth. Slight dab on the brakes, stay in fourth. Slight lift, stay in fourth. Slight dab on the brakes, down to third. On the power, flat to the floor now, flat through here. Fifth going to this next corner, just a slight touch of the brakes. Straighten it up, down to second, hard on the brakes. Looking for that guy on the right hand side again. Down to first. On the power early, short shift to second. Looking for the 50-metre board on the right. Down to fourth. On the power again, out, get it out wide. Down to third. And then nice and early on the power. End of the straight, easy flat. 100-metre board, hard on the brakes. Down to first, up to second, and then on the power. One more lap, up to sixth gear. Slight lift, brake, down to third. On the power nice and early. Slight lift, slight brake through there, all in fourth gear, slight lift, slight touch of the brakes, down to third, on the power, flat out through here, slight dab on the brakes, turn it in early, straighten up, down to second. Guy on the right, down to first gear, short shift to second, .50-metre board, down to fourth, back on the power, third gear, where the curb ends, turn it in, and off we go again. At the end of the straight, 100-metre board, hard on the brakes, down to first, up to second, on the power, and across the line. So I hope that's been of some use. As I say, this track, it's all about being smooth, so when you first practice I just advise to go do a few slow laps without really pushing, just to build up the speed, because you can see it's a track where every mistake we punish, so it's all about just being smooth and good lines. So the best way to do that is just to build up the speed slowly, drive round slowly and just get faster and faster every lap as you get the confidence up. So yeah, that's all from me, and thanks for watching.